hope this vlog finds you doing well. So several of you have texted me questions about the 3 days, and I'm going to the best of my ability, try to answer your questions as simply as I can. Okay, we know that we are in the first month of the biblical calendar. So that's where you start, right? You start with God's order. We know that he would have ridden in on the donkey around the 10th. We know that then they would have had the Last Supper. We know that Passover is always on the 14th. Okay, so these are the things we know. We also know that Yeshua would have been betrayed, beaten, and crucified before Shabbat. We know that Shabbat is sundown Friday to sundown Saturday. We also know that God's day begins in the evening and not in the morning as ours does. Okay, so let's take all of this information and let's plug it in. So Passover was on the 14th. We know that the children of Israel were told to institute the remembrance of what God did for the children of Israel, leading them out of Egypt. So that is when Passover was instituted. Yeshua fulfilled Passover by dying at Passover and being our Passover lamb. So that's what he's doing during these holidays. He's fulfilling them. He's not doing away with them, but he is fulfilling them. So then we move on to unleavened bread on the 15th, remembering that this is the Passover season. So it's not just a date, it's a Passover season. So unleavened bread was when the children of Israel were leaving Egypt and they had to take their dough before it had leavened. Leaven now representing sin. So we get rid of the sin. We purge our lives of the sin. So we know that he was dead during this time. We have the 16th, and then we have the 17th, and that's when we have first fruits. And that is when Yeshua would have risen from the dead. Now, this was the children of Israel's barley harvest. But it's important to note this is the early barley harvest, or the early first fruits. First fruits is honored twice. There is a latter first fruits. There is an entire season of spring biblical holidays that we are called to honor, and we get to celebrate and rejoice what our Messiah has done for us. So I hope that this simplifies the 3 days for you. I hope that you are blessed and encouraged and enveloped in your Messiah's love during this time.